Hello, and welcome back. At this point, your DOH specialist has signed off and reviewed the eligibility of your pre-application. Sign back into the Neighborly dashboard, go to the existing relevant application, and you'll notice that the status has changed to application in progress, which indicates that the full application is open to complete. Click View and Edit to proceed. Over here on the left-hand side, you'll notice that from Program Overview to Minimum Application Thresholds has been completed by a green check mark, and that D through M is now unlocked and ready for you to complete the full application. Click here to continue. Takes you directly to D, Applicant and Project Team Information. In this section, you'll complete the designated contact for the application, the CEO, Executive Director, or President of applicant organization. And right here, notice that you'll have to upload the file of signatory authority. If you need a sample, please click this section right here, and that should download a sample for you to reference. Additionally, you'll need to input project ownership, any guarantees, any and all relevant project team members, and then input the experience of the development and property management groups involved in the project. Then click Complete and Continue to move to the next section. Under Development Information, you'll talk about the project description, the development narrative. Also notice that additional information has been input in here for you to read through thoroughly. For this example, it talks about fair housing requirements for 4 or more new construction units. This will help guide you as you make decisions about eligibility requirements for your project. You can input supportive services information here, project timeline, estimates, each one indicating here, unit accessibility and fair housing, the additional details of the project, such as project amenities, unit amenities, etc. And at the bottom, it indicates supporting documentation to upload, such as site plans, elevations, or project photos. And there's an upload file right here. So you click it, and I'm going to show you an example of a site plan upload. Neighborly allows you to upload the most common file types. So in this instance, it's a Word document, but you can also do an Excel file or a PDF or JPEG, among others. If you have a file type that you don't know is eligible, please contact your DOH specialist. Then click Complete and Continue. The next section is site information. And in here, it will ask you for information about property legal description, property owner, uploading the legal description, parcel size, site control status, and then it will go into zoning and site plan status, as well as finally services to the site. After you complete everything, you click Complete and Continue. Next section is community and local support. In this section, it will talk about citizen participation and legal notice. And right down here, you will have to upload, you're required to upload a pre-application legal notice. So I will show you an example again by uploading the file, selecting the sample legal notice, and the green check mark indicates that it has uploaded properly, and I can see that it was the correct file type over here. Also note that you can add another file. So if there's multiple files that need to be uploaded, please note that multiple files can do it there. Additionally, in this section, you will need to address the local support for affordable housing for your project. This might be policies and practices or contributions made by local entities. And then when you're done, complete and continue. Next section is budget. This is where you'll upload your financials, such as development costs and operating pro forma. You can either upload the DOH spreadsheet or the CHFA LIHTC application if applicable. If you don't have a DOH spreadsheet, you can download it by clicking this button here, and it should download it directly for you. Additionally, if your project needs supportive housing or generates cash flow for services, then upload those additional forecasts here. You can view a template of the spreadsheet by clicking on this link right here, and it should take you to that. Following information that will be needed for this page are amounts and sources of project financing, including permanent equity, grants and soft debts, construction financing, and vouchers, among others. It additionally follows with a section for documentation uploading, which includes letters of commitment from equity investors, local government, etc. Then click Complete and Continue. The next section that should pop up is I, Regulatory Information. Complete the following sections, including consistency with consolidated plans, Uniform Relocation Act, Residential and Anti-Displacement and Relocation Assistance Plan, any and all Davis-Bacon requirements, and finally, steps to affirmatively further fair housing, and this requires an upload. Then click Complete and Continue. Next section is J, Verification of Lawful Presence of Beneficiaries. Federal and state laws require grantees to verify lawful presence of beneficiaries of public funds. The requirements to ensure lawful presence vary by the funding sources used to finance projects. See details on this page, and if you have additional questions, contact your DOH specialist team. After reading through everything, your CEO, Executive Director, or President will have to sign and date the form, and then complete and continue. The next section, Standard Insurance Requirements, explains the state of Colorado insurance requirements. Note that grantees, subgrantees, and subcontractors shall obtain and maintain insurance as specified in this section at all times during the term of the grant. Again, read through carefully for each section, and then have your signatory authority sign and date the form. Complete and continue. L is all required documents. These documents are required for all projects, so upload one by one. It includes, for instance, appraisal, architectural renderings, environmental reports, if applicable, letters of funding commitment, and then at W-9. In another section, it also offers you other supporting documentation, which can be any file that may not be mentioned in here that you would like to upload as support. Additionally, down at the bottom, it indicates a section specific to unit of local government for CDBG funds. So please read through carefully if this applies to you. Then you will complete and continue. M is Statement of Assurances. Please read through all of these assurances and certifications, which includes legal authority, fair housing, citizen participation, among others. Then again, you will have your CEO, Executive Director, or President sign off and date the form. And then complete and continue. So finally, you're ready to submit the application. You'll check that you've certified everything is true and valid. Have the signature ready, the title, and then you have the option to complete and submit, and then you will be done. Proceed. Great. At this point, your application will be routed to a DOH Housing Development Specialist who will begin the underwriting process. The specialist may contact you via email, phone, or directly through Neighborly with additional requests for clarification or necessary documentation. Thank you so much, and please reach out if you have any questions.